I'm throwing a screenshot of the blueprint of what we're going to be building today. This also has the total amount for the setup we're going to be building, but this also doesn't include supplies, so take that into account. The total amount of hiring costs will also be higher, as it tells you only need 3 handlers, but for our setup we're going to need 4, so add another, I think it's 1,500 onto that. And yeah, that should be it though. If you need to pause to see how it will be set up, go ahead and do so now. But yeah, this is really it. Let's start with beds first. So, not including that 4th handler, you only need 9 beds, and all 9 can fit up here. So let's do that. Make sure these are in the corner. So that's all 9 beds. Now I'm going to assign all the workers to these, so I'm going to do a little cut here so you don't have to watch me do that. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with all the beds assigned and full of money. And I moved the shelves down here just so I could start in these corners first. Let's get right into building the pot section for the Coke, because this is going to take the longest time. So we're going to start in this corner here. We're going to leave that pillar corner alone, and we're going to come out from it and start here. So you should have a little gap here. And we're going to do that the same this side. Then we're going to fill the pots in underneath. And you're going to put the grow lights in. If you want to save on grow lights, you can position these in the middle like so, and it'll cover both here. It's just a little tip, but I'm going to put 1 for each because it looks cleaner in my opinion. So there's that. And then we're going to put storage here and a storage here for supplies. And that's your Coke side setup. Now let's move into the actual mixer side. So I'm going to grab those supplies and I will meet you right back here. Okay, I have the supplies. So we're going to start right at the door here. So right up against this pillar. 2 here. Another 2 here. Same thing on the opposite side. 2 here. 2 here. Next is going to be a cauldron. Each side. I lied, sorry. Next is going to be a lab oven on each side. Then the cauldron. And then behind this is going to be the drying racks. You can put them like so. Now supplies for mixing, you just have a shelf go behind each mixer. There you go. Look how clean this looks, guys. And then for trash collection, get these. Put 1 here, 1 here. And then the rest of this packaging, which I'm going to grab another shelf for the packaging station. So I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to put the brick press right next to it. Just like that. This is basically your whole setup. This is a very clean look. The extra handler is going to be, if you want to, you can set another tier of supplies behind the current one so that you can restock less often. And I know Coke is slow, but this would make it so that you don't have to touch it for like a super long time. And then the last shelf would be where your product goes after it's done being packaged. Hey, I forgot to mention to you guys that there needs to be a shelf on both sides to refill the cauldrons as well. So just make sure you put one here behind the drying racks. And now we can start working on assigning employees. So I'm going to skip to daytime and then I'll start with that. Alright, it is now daytime and we are going to start with the botanist first. So this botanist already has his bed. He's going to be our left side botanist, so we're going to assign him his storage here, and then assign him his 6 pots. And then his 2 drying racks. And then we're going to set up the pots for one side to go to this drying rack, and then make them coke seeds. We're going to add fertilizer just to make the drying time less. You don't need to do that, but I'm just going to do it. Same thing with these pots. Destination is going to be the opposite drying rack. Add fertilizer. And then make sure your drying rack's target quality is what you want. So that's this side set up, so this just needs supplies now, but I'm going to do that afterwards. I don't want the employees walking around interfering. So I'll grab the other botanist now. He'll be our right side botanist. He'll get his supplies, as well as his pots. And drying racks. Same thing here. Gonna give one side this, and the other side this. Set the target quality. Cool. So those are your botanists set up, besides the drying rack destinations, which all 4 will be going to one of these 2 cauldrons. So these 2 are going to go to this cauldron, and these 2 will be going to this cauldron. And then this cauldron will be assigned to this lab oven. This one assigned to that lab oven. And now we can start with our chemist. So our left side chemist is going to have this cauldron and this lab oven, as well as the last 2 mixers on this side. Opposite side, it's going to have this cauldron, this lab oven, and the last 2 mixers on this side. And our last chemist will have 4 middle mixers. So you can set each side to just be a 4 mix, but if you want to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this entire section to be an 8 mix, and it's going to start here. So I'm going to set both of these lab ovens to input into this mixer, and then this mixer is going to go down the line and then cross over and come all the way back to this one. And then this will go to this packaging station / brick press. I'm going to do this here, and you guys can watch them actually use the packaging station for this. All we need to do now is assign packagers and fill these shelves up with supplies, and we are good to go here. So let's get into the packagers now. So we're going to assign one of them a brick press. And we're going to assign another one. Oh, that was the one that doesn't have a bed. I'm not going to assign her. Packaging station. Okay. Now for roots. So, this is very easy. Instead of before where you had them all up against the wall, they literally just go from whatever's behind them to the mixing station. And they will reach through these. Sometimes they might walk around, but most of the time they will reach through them. I missed one of them. There we go. And add the same. This guy. And then if you want to, you can set the shelves back here to resupply these shelves. And that's what that other handler is for. So we have a few extra roots with this guy, so we're going to do this. And then we could grab this extra handler here and add all of their roots. Plus that other one to just resupply all of these. Again, that one isn't paid, so I'm not going to do that now, but I'm just showing you that you can do that. And then as long as you keep both sets of shelves resupplied, you don't have to touch this for a very long time. You just got to keep resupplying the seeds and dirt here, as well as the fertilizer, and this will go for a very, 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 very long time. But that's really it. Once this is set up, you just sit here and watch the money roll in, or them package, and then go sell it yourself. But I'm going to skip to this all functioning. I'll do a little time lapse here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if it helped, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Before the time lapse, I just wanted to put the Coke mix I'm using here. This is the ingredients list from top to bottom. So the top mix is number 1, bottom mix is number 8, and that's how the entire process goes.